What's going on? This is the AskASwimPro show, and we are here in a special edition in Indianapolis with Ben Hendricks.
Hey.
So where are we at? What's going on right now?
Oh, you tell me. What is this meet going on?
We are at the U.S. Swimming National Championships, short course edition. There's 2,400 people from around the country here racing. Team MySwimPro is representing. What you're racing, Ben? What are you racing in?
I just did the 50 fly a little earlier, doing the 50 free in a little bit. Did some 100 free and 100 IM yesterday. So
okay, so how'd the races go? Walk us. What was your best race? Walk us.
I was pretty happy with the 100 free. Yeah, I hadn't raced that since high school, so that was a good one.
How do you feel splitting it wise? How'd it go?
I thought it went pretty well. I mean, you tell me. I won a 26 and then a 28 or so. So
yeah. No, you were 24, 26.
No, 25, 27 actually.
There we go.
Something like that.
Yeah, so splits are good. What? Let's rewind. So, played water polo.
Yes.
So give us a rundown of like club swimming, water polo. What's before all of this? Well, how'd you get?
Yeah, I mean, I started swimming. I mean, I learned to swim when I was really young, but I mean, I played polo in high school, and then did swim team in high school as well. So I swam pretty heavily in high school.
What events did you swim in high school?
My main event was 200 free. That was 2 free, and then usually the 100 free as well would be what I would do. And then so did that throughout high school, and then when I went to college, it just kind of focused on water polo. But always been swimming for conditioning.
And what's your swim routine been like coming into this meet?
So a couple weeks before this meet, I started tapering. Started incorporating a lot more sprints into my workouts because I actually don't really sprint that much usually. And then the couple days right before the meet, really lowered the volume. Tapered down really hard, But I didn't shave. I did not shave for this meet.
Just taper. No shave, just taper.
Yep.
And then what do you think? Were you nervous coming into this?
I was pretty nervous. Yeah.
What was the last meet you did? What?
8 years ago in high school.
Oh my
so
God.
It's been a while. I think the 200 free was my first race, and I was really nervous about that one.
How did it feel?
It felt good once it was over.
That was your best event. How does your dive feel after not competing for 8 years?
The dive felt all right. I think the turns and the finish are the things that felt the most rusty.
But you said you were training in a 20-yard pool?
Yeah.
So what's the difference of training in a 20-yard pool versus a 25-yard pool, and then racing in a 25-yard pool?
The turns, that's probably the biggest one, and also just the length. It's obviously a little bit longer, just having those extra turns makes a weird difference when I'm training in 20 yards, just turning all the time versus not so much here.
Okay, so a lot of different people at the meet, like former Olympians. Mike is competing in the meet, like first ever competition of this level. What do you think the coolest thing about this meet is for you? What have you seen that's been really cool or interesting?
I think the records that are getting broken, especially in the higher age groups, are really fun to see.
Old man strength.
It's really crazy. These guys are going crazy speeds. Sometimes some of them faster than me, and they're double my age. It's pretty impressive. I think it shows the longevity you can have while swimming, which I think is awesome.
I'm all about the community, man. Everyone's here. Some people are really serious and they're trying to break records, but I think most people are here as half a social thing. It's this is an opportunity to meet up with a bunch of swimming friends that they haven't seen in a year, maybe since the last Nationals, and it's cool to be and see all the people one more time every year. Yeah,
you definitely see a lot of people catching up with each other and haven't seen each other in a long time. It's great to see.
All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about the pool that we're at now. So we're at the IUPUI Natatorium. It's super historic. We got what they can't see in the camera, but what's on the wall right now?
There's just all these different record holders and Olympians, basically.
These are the people that made the Olympic team.
All the Olympians throughout the years, all dating back to the 80s.
So for the fans, they held the U.S. Olympic trials in this pool every 4 years up until 2000. So Michael Phelps qualified for his first Olympic team in this pool, which is pretty crazy. And so this is the the women's Olympic team qualifiers, and on the other side of the diving boards is the men. So it's pretty cool to be in the same pool that all of these Olympians and a bunch of world records have even. Do you feel the speed?
The pool is fast. The pool is fast. It's nice.
It's a fast pool. What do you think is the best piece of this pool?
I just love the size of it. I mean, it's a huge pool. There's two 25-yard courses. Warm-up area is huge as well.
There's another 50-meter way behind us on the other side of the scoreboard. Another 50-meter.
It's nice, and it's very well ventilated, and there's just a lot of room to spread out with this many people, which is nice.
And then here we are going live on for AskASwimPro at the pool. I guess, do you have any advice for people who are thinking about doing a Masters competition? They want to get into it, but maybe they're like intimidated by the sizes, or like I'm not fast enough, or like what? This is your first Nationals.
It is, yeah. I would say, I mean, just do it. I think what you were saying is entirely true, that it doesn't, I mean, the speed that you're at doesn't really matter. There's the heat of all speeds kind of happening all the time. So if you want to come swim, I would just do it. It's a really fun experience, and there's no real pressure. Everyone's cheering for everyone. Yeah. There's really no reason not to, really.
You don't even need a qualifying time. You can do 3 events without a qualifying time, so if you guys are thinking about that. You know, it's funny, we didn't talk about what you do. So Ben works with MySwimPro.
Yes.
Tell us what do you do with MySwimPro? What
so I help out on the iOS side of things.
iOS development, what does that mean?
So the mobile app. Both the iPhone app and on the watch. Nice. Yeah.
And what's been the coolest thing about working on the MySwimPro app? Like, you use the app. So
yeah, I'm a heavy user. So the best part is that when I go swim, I'm basically still working. I'm testing, which is always really fun. Yeah, that's probably the best part.
What's the best feature that you've been able to work on that you use?
I mean, I think all the heart rate data kind of stuff that we've been doing has been really fun. And you know, the new graph that we just released a couple weeks ago.
You see your heart rate.
Yeah.
And now I can see my shaved, so like my heart rate graph is like clean.
Yeah.
No dotted lines. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Nice, nice. Okay. Any last words for the fans about anything that they might be interested in knowing about this meet that you, because we're behind the scenes. We're like, literally the meet is happening. We're about to do the 50 freestyle. So anything we could share that might be interesting, like a behind the scenes look?
The suits are a really fun kind of piece of this. There's a lot of banter that goes on in the locker room over the fast suits.
Putting on the tech suits. I don't know if you can see, but I'm wearing, I need to jump in the frame. You can see I'm wearing the MP right now, Aquasphere tech suit.
Those are, you need some technique to put those on, but I mean, it's not that complicated really, and everyone's kind of just laughing about it in the locker room, which is a really fun little tidbit.
How long did it take to put the suit on?
It took longest the first one. So the first one took about 15-20 minutes. But
15 minutes putting on the suit inch by inch.
It took a while, but now it's stretched out a little bit. It takes only about 5 minutes. It's not that bad.
Put the suit on. All right. Until you get a new one, and then it's going to take another 15,
20.
So it's like, a lot of people don't know that. You have to accommodate the time to warm up, put your suit on, and then you have to actually like rest.
Go and rest. Yep.
So it's a lot of different.
A lot of variables, but it's not that bad. It's really not that bad because the meet has actually been running really close to the schedule, which has been really nice.
Yeah, we know when we're swimming.
Cool.
All right, well, if that's it, we're gonna sign off this episode of AskASwimPro. Ben, thanks for joining the show, coming in from New York to Indianapolis. It's always fun to catch up here at the US Masters Nationals. Until next time, this is the AskASwimPro show. You ask questions, we have answers. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.